Hello everyone, welcome to your first Bootstrap tutorial. Bootstrap was built by two people that were working in Twitter, and they decided to build a simple framework that would help all their developers and web designers to build uh, websites and mobile sites using the same standard. So they built it, and they made it open source, and the whole world started contributing, and Twitter Bootstrap turned out to be one of the greatest HTML CSS frameworks ever. Alright, to build your website with Bootstrap, all you have to do is actually create a folder for your site, and even if it's a website you've already built, the first time I used Bootstrap, I just applied it to a website I've already built. Just make sure you have your CSS folder, whatever. Okay, I'm going to delete this. It's a leftover from the other tutorial we did on CSS. Alright, and what Bootstrap does for you is it makes sure that you never get to code CSS again. And most of the basic JavaScript stuff you will need in web development, Bootstrap has done it for you. So all you just have to do is to link Bootstrap to your site and start coding away. So I'm opening this with an editor. I'm assuming that you have already learned some HTML and some basics of CSS. If not, you want to visit my website, my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is this. That's my YouTube channel. If you've not had any experience in HTML and CSS, you have to just visit that channel and take my HTML and CSS tutorials. So to build a Bootstrap, to add Bootstrap to any web page, all you have to do is to just link it here, the CSS and the JavaScript files. And I just want to start with a plain HTML page. Remember what we did in HTML? This is just a basic HTML page. So we'll link Bootstrap here. So to start with Bootstrap, we'll just visit getbootstrap.com. Look at the URL here, getbootstrap.com. And remember that I told you Bootstrap is used for designing the interface, so that they have done all the CSS and JavaScript for you. All you need to write to build a very beautiful website is just HTML. Alright, so when you visit the site, you just have two options. Is either you download Bootstrap and copy and link it to your site directly, or you use the online version. They have an online version. We are at the getting started page. So when you get to the getting started page, you will just have to copy this code at the Bootstrap CDN. If you just copy it, you will not have to you don't need to download Bootstrap. So I will just copy it. But it means that it works only when your system is online. So if you know that your system is always online when you are designing your site, then you use this. Otherwise, just download the Bootstrap and link to your HTML site. Alright, so I've copied it, and I'll come to the head section of my site and paste it there. My system is online, which means Bootstrap will go to this my parser will go to this web page and fetch this CSS, the Bootstrap CSS file, and also fetch their theme file and also their JavaScript file. That means Bootstrap has automatically been added to my web page, so I can start using crazy Bootstrap controls right here. Alright, that's just one way to get it done. And the other way to get it done is just to download it. So if you visit getbootstrap.com and you scroll down, bring it to this place, you have 3 downloads. You just download the Bootstrap, extract the HTML, the CSS. You know we need 3 files. We need these 3 files. We need them bootstrap.min.css. We need theme, and we need the bootstrap.min.js. So once you download the Bootstrap file, what you just get to do is to link it. So once I have the downloaded file. Look at it right there. I have the downloaded file right here. So all I have to do is show in folder and then copy it to wherever I want. And then we'll just locate our file on desktop. Locate stuff on desktop, our folder, my first site on desktop, and let's paste it and extract it here. I'll paste it and do a quick extract just to see what is inside. You know, we're trying to do the second method of actually having the files inside our folders. So we extract files here, and that is done. So what we'll do is we'll open this guy, go and hijack everything inside the JavaScript file. Remember, this is the minified version of this, which means if you are planning any day to actually change the JavaScript, rewrite some portions of the JavaScript, which we will never do, you just have to use this one. But then if you're not planning, just use this one. This one is jam-packed. You can never understand what code is written there. They reduced it. Look at the size as 36 kilobytes, and look at this one, the size is 67 kilobytes. Alright, so but then you just copy these two and basically come back to our JavaScript folder or whatever the JavaScript folder of your site is, and paste it. So we have the two Bootstrap JavaScript files. The next one we want to do is quickly check back to that folder, go to the CSS and hijack the basic ones we want. These and these are the same. This is the minified version of this one. So we'll take one, then we'll take this guy. This guy is the minified version of this guy. Then we take this guy and this guy. This guy is the minified version of this. So we take only the minified versions. But if you want, you can just, if you're just confused, just copy everything. There's no harm in that. You just make your file larger. The minified versions are smaller, and if we are building a mobile app, size is very important. So we go to a CSS folder and paste. Now that paste has been done, we'll just get back one more time and hijack the entire fonts folder. The entire font folder, copy, and I've copied it, and we are back. And since we don't have a font folder, I'll just paste the font folder directly. I'll just click on paste, and that is done. So we'll delete this guy and delete this guy. We now have what we want. So all we have to do is we get to our inside our HTML file and link them, and in fact any page we need, we'll just link these files to them. As you can see, to get Bootstrap running up and running, they just linked 3 files. So we just narrow down on those three files and link them in our code. Right here in our code, we'll just link this guy. Bootstrap.min.css is actually in a folder we call CSS. Remember what I taught you in HTML about linking folders? Yeah, this is JS, sorry, JavaScript. Then we'll delete all the whole of this guy, and so this is basically linking it from inside our site. So the same thing we will do for this guy here. So this is it, the alternative version of actually having the files lodged in our system. Alright, my system is always online, so I always prefer to use the CDN, the online version, but your case might be different. Alright, we have 3 of them, and that's the same thing essentially, and always cross check that you linked correctly. So that's it, the way to link Bootstrap, and in the next tutorial we'll start at Bootstrap. But since this is the first tutorial for Bootstrap, I'll use this opportunity to show you some sample apps that were built with Bootstrap. Bootstrap can be used to build mobile apps. Their framework was built with mobile apps in mind first, then PC apps. That means if you use Bootstrap to build a website, your website will be mobile compatible in all mobile phones, and then PC compatible. And that's just amazing. Look at some of the websites they built with it, web interfaces, As you can see, it's just something that is out of this world. Bootstrap is the key, is the way forward. Alright, and see you in the next tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's the best channel in the whole world. My name is Dev Partner. See you in the next tutorial of Bootstrap.